Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It is a very, very special day. Before I go gushing about this game, I'm Indie Games with T, and this is an indie game. It's called SuperCozyPanda. It is a game about not much, and in fact, I'm just gonna let you know what the creator thinks about this game. Moonbit Studios. Give them a follow at moonbit.itch.io. It's moon with 3 O's. The goal of the game: relax, enjoy a little game with cozy lo-fi music, explore what's possible, and just don't do anything. The question is, isn't that boring? And here's a response. I wanted to make a game that lives the Japanese concept of ma. It's heavily used in Japanese art and Ghibli movies, and it can mean multiple things, such as a break, a gap between things. The game is meant to give you a time to breathe in a world that has forgotten to take a break. So I hope you enjoy your break. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this world, and I think it is really important to hold space in your head and your heart for all those things. The list is endless. If you're in the US, you already know about the wildness that's going on here, the genocide in Gaza, this war, Sudan. There's wild stuff going on in Congo. There's wild stuff going on in Indonesia right now, and my heart goes out to all those people. I think it's important to donate, to advocate, and I also think it's really important to hold space where you can put down those things and take a breath. Because if you spend all your time worrying about all those things, but you don't ever move past the worry, you don't ever have a heart clear enough to take action, then your worry is just worrying. I know it's a trap that I fall into, is overthinking something to the point of paralysis. And when I'm in that mode, I don't do anything. I just feel bad, and I don't even have the energy to do something about the things that I'm upset about. The things that need to be done, the spaces that we need to advocate for, the people that we need to advocate for, the change that needs to happen. So, SuperCozyPanda, this is your place just to even as I'm talking, like I'm just like tits in my shoulders. I just feel so tight. So I made myself a little cup of tea, and we're just gonna take a break. This is as much my space as it is your space. So if you're just lurking because you want to see a panda on a screen, that's great. If you want to come chat with me, got something on your mind, something on your heart, something you want to let go, come on. I hold space for that, and I hope that we can maybe leave tonight a little lighter, a little less heavy, so that tomorrow we can get to work. We could do the things that need to be done, but you don't gotta work all the time. Our bodies were made to rest. So that's what tonight's about. Tonight's about resting. So huge shout out to Moonbit Studios for embarking on a artistically risky project, from the sense of there's no incredibly complicated gameplay loop. There's no extensive story. This game is what you and I make of it, what you and I make of this moment. And I'm really happy to explore that tonight. I am going to try to figure out some of the controls for this game. I'm not even rushing into it, and maybe you're tuning on YouTube and you are like me and you have a very short attention span, and maybe you have gotten this far and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna turn this thing off. I'm gonna laugh, I wanna be entertained. I challenge you to stick around this stream, stick around in this video for 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes where maybe you just listen to me drone on and you don't think about anything else. 10 minutes of maybe you do some square breathing. Maybe you breathe in and let your shoulders relax. 10 minutes where you make yourself a cup of tea. Maybe you come join me and have a cup of tea. 10 minutes where you just listen to some chill SNES music. Whatever it may be. SuperCozyPanda's here. Alright, little guy, what you want to get up to? Arrow keys to move, Z to interact, B to stop interacting. On a somewhat technical note, I do think I don't think there's any key bindings. What is A? A is C and V. Okay. Okay. This is an emulator. Oh, I don't think that worked. That's worked. Oh. Ah. Draw. Ah. How do I do a different one? Oh. Hey. Boop. So V is interact, C is stop. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Bro. They're different tracks. It's some good tea. Put a little bit of creamer in there. I got a sweet tooth, so I ain't ashamed of it. Man, there's different tracks. It's a little ironic setting up a stream where you're not supposed to do much, but setting it up. When was the last time you let your mind wander? I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like I always have to have something in front of me. I should be cleaning something. I should be working on something. But you really don't. You really don't. I'm gonna take out my glasses. I got these new spectacles. Pretty nice. Got them on Friday. I found out about a year ago that I need glasses. It's just getting kind of hard to stare at a computer screen all day, you know? What can you do? You can get glasses. Go to iAppointment. Get glasses. I know not everyone has the means to do so. If you can, that's awesome. It's very fortunate. If you can't, man, I was living that way for years and I didn't realize it. Yeah, I got some muffins too. I thought there's like a chest. What if I close the door? Oh, can I eat some bamboo? Nope. Can I go back? Oh! Yep. Snacking on a muffin. Sipping on some tea. Watching a panda sleep. pixel on the bottom of the screen, the pixel line at the bottom of the screen. I don't know if that was intentional. Little Easter egg. Well, fun thing. You can notice your surroundings, you know? No. Huh? What? Oh, there's a little cup. Little cup. Cheers to you, SuperCozyPanda. I'm gonna try to sit a little straighter just so I can get those shoulders down a little bit. Yeah, so anyways, I think earlier when I was talking about like the glasses and the headphones, what I meant to say, and I just totally lost track, was that these glasses with these headphones a little uncomfortable. So I don't know what exactly was different about my last glasses. Maybe the little end, whatever these are called. Maybe these things were thinner or something. I don't know. But I don't remember my head hurting as much. Alright, Panda. Let's see what's on the TV. Wow. Yeah, if at any point you're tuned into the stream and maybe you don't know what's going on, maybe you popped in a little after I started, we're just chilling. Feel free to let me know how your day went. You're on the tube. Sound off there. I'll get back to you. Whoa, what's going on, prodigal son? The day was okay. I had to relearn some Linux. Oh yeah, what kind of Linux did you have to relearn? Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Hey, Neo Riverdale, first time in chat. What? That is terrible advice. That is terrible advice. Prodigal son, do not listen. Do not listen. RM-FR / do not listen. Don't do it. Abort. Control C, Control C. Man, that reminds me of the time I deleted what was it? User bin. Cleaned out user bin. Let's just say I wasn't able to do much after that. By much I mean, what was I able to do actually? LS might have still worked. I think that was it. Maybe CD. I think stuff that you'd normally find in like a grub. Yeah, nothing else. Copy, make dir, some shortcuts. Does not delete all files. It does. Oh, it does. It does. Oh, gee. It is wild having Prodigal Son and Neo in chat. Two of probably my oldest friends. So thank you both for coming out. Oh my gosh. Oh, trial and error. I mean, not necessarily RM-FR /, but I think I think I was told what RM-RF does. -R means recursive, and -F is force, so that means it doesn't prompt you when you want to delete something. And RM, of course, is remove. And / is your starting directory, which is / is root directory. So yeah, recursive, force, delete. Ooh, Prodigal Son, do you know Neo? That is a question that, I mean, I think it'd be a fun. Let's. Can you all figure out who each other is? I'd be curious. I would be really curious. I mean, I've already given away too much. I've already given away too much. I don't know. Do you all know each other? Whoa. Neo says, do I even know Neo, really? Whew. Well, you know, Neo, I think that is a good bouncing off point to talk about the game while you all contemplate who each other are. The goal of SuperCozyPanda is to enjoy a little game with cozy lo-fi music and explore what is possible and don't do anything. It explores the Japanese concept of ma. It's used heavily in Japanese art, Ghibli movies, and it can mean multiple things such as break or gap between things. The game is meant to give you time to breathe in a world that has forgotten to take a break. So I hope you enjoy your break, and I appreciate you two joining me for a little break. But yeah, you know, this is a space you could explore who you are. It's here for you. Let me see what other tunes we got. I'm like a pan DJ. Oh, still laughing. So are they from Boy Scouts? Well, Neo, are you from Boy Scouts? So no dual stream on YouTube anymore, or am I just not seeing it? Yeah, Neo, there is no dual stream on YouTube anymore. I had a situation where I was getting terrible quality over on YouTube, encoding errors out the wazoo. It was working fine for like 2 streams, and all of a sudden it didn't work. It may or may not have had anything to do with me upgrading OBS. That'll teach me. But yeah, no more dual stream on YouTube, so it is just a upload of the live on YouTube. So yeah. Man, you probably were thinking I wasn't streaming like the last 4 months or something. Yeah, I appreciate you checking. Neo says not from Boy Scouts, by the way. LOL. Oh, all right. That narrows it down a lot. I only really had a couple spots in my life where I had friends. So Boy Scouts takes out a huge chunk. I just love the idea that Prodigal Son's just gonna have this game of 20 questions for Neo, and we're just gonna see how long it takes. So I think that's 2 questions so far. You got 18 left. Choose wisely. You haven't even asked if Neo is a person. I mean, I said, oh, my oldest friend. Could be could be a robot or a cyborg, an imaginary friend. Prodigal said, I will tell you, Neo did text me. And Neo knows who you are. But you don't know. I texted back, you got that so fast, how? And Neo responded, old friend from Scouts, talking about Linux, easy money. It's just so funny. It's so funny. Oh, okay. So UMBC friend Neo says, I went to college online. Ooh. And have I met them? This is incredible. Yeah, probs. I think so. I think so too. I think so too. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. Yep, am I still on here? Oh, there it is. Does your last name start with a G? Let's see. How many questions was that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It got it 5. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, cute. Oh, lose. Hooray! Oh, Tim, by the way, how is the fantasy football team going? Here, Kelly is helping you out. Oh, Neo, whatever could have clued you in on that? I mean, I think it's going all right. Let me see. Let me pull up my team. By the way, this is my first fantasy football team I've ever had. And when I did the draft, I didn't get... So by the way, oh, sorry, Neo said, sorry, by the way, I thought you were familiar. It's no worries. It's no worries. So when I did the draft, I didn't know you needed to get a team, like a full team, kind of. That should have been self-evident, but I just didn't know that. So I didn't draft a quarterback, and I didn't draft a kicker. Everything else that I drafted was by pure luck and coincidence and name recognition. So for example, I had to draft my boy Cooper Kupp, and I got some Ravens players, which I was pretty excited about. And I was like, oh, Kansas City, they're a good game, a good team, I think. So I picked up a couple of those. And my draft score was an F. And yeah, it was bad. But I learned that you can drop players and pick up players. So thankfully I was able to cobble together a team in time for the first match, which is 22 hours away. So today's Wednesday, so I guess the first game is tomorrow. What? Cool. That's when the season starts. That's fun. And I was told I'm supposed to, keep track of stuff to put players in or something. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah. I think I got the gist. I think so too. Nice. All I did was win. Oh no, lose. I mean lose. Yay! Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I think I like the other track slightly better. This is like the classic, but this one is just so smooth. Yo, prodigal son, you ever been in fantasy football? I already know that Neo has. Since he's the one who organized it. Linux question. Yes, Linux question. If recursion is used in the RM command, does that mean it'll consume/remove everything within your current directory unless specified? If recursion is used, that means it'll consume everything within your current directory unless specified. Prodigal said, no, I ain't got time for that, in regards to fantasy football. So for your Linux question, Prodigal Son, I don't know for sure if you use the rm command without specifying a directory path, but if you specify with a /, it will remove everything within the current directory and subdirectories below that. If you're just looking to remove, if you're just looking to remove like files, a safe way would be to specify a wildcard with some sort of text to indicate which files to remove. So let's say you have a directory with 2 subdirectories and you have a bunch of like CSV files, and you want to keep your subdirectories but you want to remove your CSV files. You'd want to do rm / or I guess rm dash. You don't even need recursion if you're just doing top level stuff. You only need recursion if you're trying to go into directories. I'm trying to remember though if it'll delete yeah, it'll just delete subdirectories. Yeah. But yeah, it will delete everything within your current directory unless you specify what you want to delete. If you don't specify F, then it'll prompt you like, hey, do you want to delete this? Hey, do you want to delete this? So if you have like 1,000 files, it'll be like, you want to delete this? Yeah, you want to do rm. If you're doing rm-r, you wanna make sure you specify the directory at the very least. I don't know, I was kind of zoning for a bit, but I think that sounds right. I don't know if you have access to like a VM or something where you can kind of play around with this stuff, but if you do, it's always a good thing to have an environment where you can play around so you can try stuff out, because you do not want to break stuff that you don't want to break. VirtualBox is pretty good. Download VirtualBox. You could probably find some. Not probably. You could definitely find latest version of Ubuntu. Download the ISO, as it is called. Create a virtual machine on VirtualBox. Boot up into Ubuntu, that sort of thing. Oh yeah. Whew. VirtualBox is great. Neo, do you ever have to use virtual machines that are in like a remote sense, like overt or anything like that? It's just kind of like, instead of having a VirtualBox on your local machine, there's like a virtual machine that's somewhere else. It's kind of like cloud, but it's like less of a Amazon and Google can see everything, and more like this is my own hardware, but it's like, you know, in another room sort of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. One or two in my current life, but they're all Windows based. No. Now that I'm a normie. I'm be honest with you. There are a couple remote virtual machines that I deal with that are Windows too. Software I've been developing for recently has been Windows based. It's so strange going from just 100% Linux development to Windows development. Like, man. You're not a VS Code stan? I mean, okay. I don't have any problems with Visual Studio, and I am a professional. Don't give me no VS Code. I got Visual Studio Professional Edition. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I don't know anything else, so I don't have anything to really compare it to except for maybe PyCharm. Oh, Prodigal said if you were doing anything in Python, you need to get PyCharm. PyCharm Community Edition, don't need nothing else. It's great. I don't even hardly touch the default settings. It's wonderful. But yeah, VS Code, Visual Studio, that's where I cut my teeth on debugging. Because my good old alma mater, UMBC, they didn't teach me how to use a real debugger. They just taught me how to use debugger from the command line. Worthless. Worthless. Nobody uses command line debuggers. Neo, do you do development in VS Code? Yeah, but I'm self-aware to the memes. They're memes? Wow, Neo's dropping the knowledge. They call him Neo Knowledge for nothing. Not good enough of a dev to figure out Vim. No. This is, like I said, I said this at the top of the stream. I will say it here. This is a safe space. Meaning, we don't put up with Vim elitists, okay? They are more than welcome to stick with the text-based editor and fly around a keyboard. There's no elitism here. Prodigal Son said, great, thank you. I'm learning mathematical modeling and we use Linux to navigate to them. I'm probably not saying anything right. No, I don't think you said anything necessarily wrong. That's fun though, mathematical modeling. Probably use Rust or Python, I'm sure. Rust is pretty good for modeling. Unless you're using some bespoke. I don't know, bespoke C++ or something. In-house stuff. And the bit does look a little different when it goes in. Boop. Python, Fortran, and MATLAB. Neo, do you see this guy? Fortran? What? What do you mean you're using Fortran? Oh my gosh. What? I'm actually gonna Google this. If this can't be what I'm thinking of. This really, I don't believe this. Did they like update it or something? Fortran is the website. Where QAnon came from, right? Okay, it first appeared in 1957. 68 years ago. Fortran. Oh, Fortran's gone through a rebrand. Fortran with a rebrand. Fortran, formerly Fortran, all caps, is a third generation compiled and paired programming language that is especially suited to numeric computation and scientific computing. And the last stable release is from 2023. I'm shocked. I am shocked. What? Fortran got object-oriented programming in 2003, and then concurrent programming in 2008. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Oh, modern Fortran. Neo with the beggars. I'm still laughing at it. I just don't believe this. Alright, let's see about its portability. Yeah, see, it says here, portability was a problem in the early days. I knew it. Wow. It is now possible and relatively easy to write an entirely portable program in Fortran, even without recourse to a preprocessor. Whew. Man. Oh, there's humor. Fun fact, I don't know how this is a fun fact. Fortran 77 was chosen. A satirical technical proposal was incorporated into the official distribution, bearing the title letter O, considered harmful. Apparently it has to do with something about the letter O and the numeral 0 and can't have the letter in variable names or something. Okay. Oh, apparently there is some like notorious G0 T0 instead of go to. Yeah, classic stuff, really. Oh. What? Okay, variable names beginning with the letters I-N have a default type of integer, while variables starting with any other letters defaulted to real. Although programmers could override the defaults with an explicit declaration. This led to the joke, in Fortran, God is real, unless declared integer. Prodigal son, any good resources for self-teaching is much appreciated. Are any of you using Julia for coding, or am I still only mentioning academia programming languages? Well, I've never met a Julia that codes. Actually, I don't know. That's a bad joke. No, I don't outsource my programming. I do it all myself. There we go. No, I've never heard of that programming language. You are still mentioning academia programming languages. Good resources for self-teaching, though. God save, good safety. Just wait till that gets clipped. Just spread all over the internet. Indie Games D canceled before even started. Self-teaching. Code Academy is pretty good. Was the other one? What's it called? Khan Academy. Khan Academy has a lot of generalized computer science knowledge. From my experience, having some knowledge of foundational concepts is very helpful. LinkedIn Learning. Neo suggests LinkedIn Learning, if you have access through company, has been good for my learning. Granted, I've never heard of Julia. LMAO. LinkedIn Learning. Who'd have thought? I did not know LinkedIn had a learning platform. But in my personal experience, when it has come to trying to achieve a goal in coding, is just that. Have a goal, and that will guide how you have to solve the problem. So you ask a big question, and you try to break that question into smaller questions, and then you should be able to learn and then further break down your problem until you're able to separate it small enough that you can accomplish the tasks. I'll give a brief example. So there was some report that needed to get sent out every day at a certain time for work, and it was an Excel file that had like a spreadsheet of some kind, and we also wanted to have information in email too. So the big question that was being asked is, how do we email a report and information to ourselves every day at a certain time. So first things first, you got to choose a programming language. Python was reachable, and we'd already had someone who had a base for sending emails using Python. So choosing your language, first step. Once you've chosen your language, you start seeing if what you're trying to do is possible. So the answer to the question of, can you send emails with Python? Yes, check. Can you generate Excel reports with Python? Yes, check. Can you edit text in an email with Python? Yes, check. All right, so Python, I was able to Google all that stuff. Python's able to do those things. All right, so now we have to go about making all that happen. And at first the code that I made was extremely gross, extremely massive, so much repeating code. And years later, I actually got a chance to go back through it and apply some better programming principles. Like, I had tons and tons of code that was repeated. That's a sign of, okay, stuff is bad. So I used object-oriented programming to create a class structure. You know, once you start creating class structure, then you can start breaking up your program into reusable smaller bits and kind of go from there. If you're looking for a good book resource, ta-da! This is a really good one. It's called The Missing Readme. Ooh. Highly recommend it. It's great. A lot of practical knowledge for people, like, I think in a company, but it has a lot of good, like, information that, like, you're not gonna get in a classroom. May not necessarily apply to what you're doing necessarily practical, but there's still some helpful stuff in there. You got it. Prodigal Son says thank you. You got it. Well, believe it or not, I have hit the end of my stream. So I'm thinking I think the last there's someone I follow that's streaming right now. I was thinking of raiding them, but I think the last time I tried to raid them, it wouldn't let me because I don't think they followed me back. So I think I was gonna see who's streaming, but I think let me see who's up there. Who is streaming? Doop 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 doo. Okay, Strawberry Season's up. Nano Soups. Comat. Nice. Yeah, so I haven't really figured out the whole raid thing, but if you want to check out Nano Soups, they are streaming Marvel Rivals. Go ahead and check them out. A little more fast-paced than SuperCozyPanda. But thank you so much, Neo. Thank you so much, Prodigal, for showing up. It was so nice, just chatting, hanging out, catching up a little bit. I'm going to be starting my spooky game series soon. I'm thinking about starting it on Monday, because I want to leave enough space for the games to breathe without feeling like I'm rushing through them. But yeah, if you want more SuperCozyPanda, hit me up on Threads, Indie Games with T, and bother me to play this game again. But yeah, I'm excited for spooky games. I have some great indie spooky games lined up. I hate the horror games, so it'll be an experience for us all. Alright, once again, if you're feeling so inclined, hit up Nano Soups streaming right now. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.